Alright, our next lesson is on proportions. So before we even get into our assignment, I want to go over what a proportion means. What does it mean to have a proportion? Proportions mean that you have one fraction, so say for example 1/2, and you're going to have it equal to something else. We're going to have x over 8. Okay. What this means is that 1/2 is equal to another fraction, something over 8, but we don't know what x is yet. And how we're going to solve for this proportion is we're going to do something called cross multiply. Cross multiply is when you physically take the top number and you're going to multiply it with the bottom number. And then you're going to take this bottom number and you're going to multiply it by your top number. See how we're crossing? So when you, whoa. Did not mean to do that. Okay, so when we do this, right, we're going to take 1 and we're going to multiply it by 8. Oh gosh, we're going to multiply it by 8. So 1 times 8 gets me 8. And then we're going to set it equal to whatever the other cross, so 2 times x. 2 times x gets me 2x, right? We can't really combine them, so we leave them as 2 times x. Now, how do we get our x by itself? I hope at this point we know how to solve a problem like this. How do I get this x by itself? We need to do the opposite of what's happening to it. So if we have 2 times x, we're going to divide both sides by 2, and we get that x equals 4. Okay, so we know that actually 1/2 is equal to the same thing as 4 over 8. Notice how I substituted in 4 for x. Okay, so our answer is x equals 4. So that's how we're going to do proportional problems. Okay, we're going to make sure that we always cross multiply, but even though this is a little bit maybe too easy, okay, we're going to add in some word problems. So we're going to read these problems, okay? Deshawn bought 1 package of blackberries for $3. How many packages can Mai buy if she has $9? So we're going to set up a proportion. Okay. Just read the first sentence. Deshawn bought 1 package of blackberries for $3. So she bought 1 package, okay, for $3. Okay, so we're going to make our first sentence into a fraction. 1 package over $3. And then we're going to try to find our next sentence. How many packages, so we know that there's an x, can Mai buy if she has $9? So try to make it sure that your packages are always on top and your dollars are on bottom. So we have package on top and your dollar is on the bottom. So for the second sentence, what were we given? How many packages can Mai buy if she has $9? So she was given the $9. So this is the part where we don't know. We have an x. Okay, that's what we're trying to find. So what we're going to do is we're going to cross multiply. We're going to take our numbers, 1, and we're going to cross multiply it with 9, which gets me 9, right? 1 times 9 gets me 9. And then we're going to take 3 and we're going to multiply it by our top number of the other fraction, and then we're going to get 3x. Now, how do we get x by itself? How do we find out how many packages can Mai buy? Well, we're going to take our number and we're going to divide it by 3. Why are we dividing by 3? Because technically we're doing 3 times x, and we need to do the opposite of multiply, which gets me division. And we do it to both sides. Always remember both sides. So here we cancel out and we're left with x equals, and then 9 divided by 3 gets me 3. So Mai can buy 3 packages. Okay, remember we solved for our x, so it's 3 packages. Let's try another one. For all of these, we're just going to keep doing proportions. Let's read the second one. Deshawn bought 1 package of blackberries for $3. How many packages can Mai buy if she has $6? So it's similar to the first problem. So we're going to look at this one now. 1 package of blackberries for $3. So again, 1 package over $3. And I'm going to show you in a little bit, it doesn't matter if you put packages on top or dollars on top, okay? It doesn't matter. I'll show you both ways just to show you that it doesn't matter. Okay, equals. Now let's read our second sentence. How many packages can Mai buy if she has $6? We were told $6. We know she has $6. So where would that go? Would that go on the bottom or the top? Remember, we need to make sure that our bottoms and our tops stay the same. So in this case, if we know she has $6, we should be putting it on the bottom. And we should be putting packages on top. Now, we don't know how many packages, so we're going to create the variable x. Now, remember what I said with proportions. When we have our proportions, we're going to cross multiply. 1 times 6 gets me 6, and 3 times x gets me 3x. And now how do we get our x by itself? We're going to divide both sides by 3. And we get x equals 2. So what does this mean? This means that Mai can buy 2 packages. Okay. Let's do another one right over here. 1 honeydew melon costs $4. How many honeydew melons can you buy for $8? So again, just read the first sentence. 1 honeydew melon costs $4. So we're going to do 1 honeydew is $4. How many honeydew can you buy for $8? So again, we were given $8. We know we have $8. So where should we put that? The top or the bottom? Well, it should go on the bottom because we already have dollars on the bottom. It says how many honeydew. So we don't know how many honeydew, so we're going to make x. Honeydew. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to cross multiply. 1 times 8 gets me 8. 4 times x gets me 4x. And now we divide. Divide by 4 to get my x by itself. We get x equals 2. So what does this mean? This means that I can buy 2 honeydews. Now remember what I told you before. It doesn't matter where you place each, as long as honeydews are on the same line and dollars are on the same line. So I'm going to show you how to do this problem all over again. But what if this time you want to put the money on top? So let's read this again. 1 honeydew costs $4. What if you want to say $4 over 1 honeydew? Okay, now remember before, okay, we had honeydew on top and dollars on the bottom, but it's okay. We can have it like this. Now we're going to read our second sentence. How many honeydew melons can you buy for $8? Again, We know that we have $8. So where should we put it? We should put it on top. Why are we putting this one on top? Because look where we put it in our first proportion. Notice how we put money on the top? You're always going to put money on the top then. Just like last time we had money on the bottom, we're going to put money on the bottom. You should always have them in line. Now remember, how many honeydew? We don't know. So we're going to write X honeydew. Same thing, we're going to cross multiply. Okay. 4 times X gets me 4X. 1 times 8 gets me 8. And then we divide. We divide by 4 because we're trying to get our X by itself. So we get X equals 2. So we get the same answer as we did before. Notice how it does not matter if you put the dollars on top or the honeydew on top. It doesn't matter. I can still buy 2 honeydew. All right, let's try number 4. Stephanie bought 1 bag of carrots for $3. How many bags of carrots can Lisa buy if she has $6? So 1 bag for $3. 1 bag for $3 equal to, now, how many bags of carrots can Lisa buy if she has $6? So again, we know we have $6, but should I be putting it on the top or should I be putting it on the bottom? Remember, it needs to stay in line with the dollars. So if I already put dollars on the bottom, you're going to put it on the bottom. If you put dollars on the top, then you're going to put your dollars over here. Okay, as long as it's in line. And it says how many bags, so that means we don't know how many bags. So we're going to do X bags. Now, cross multiply. 1 bag times $6 gets me 6 equals $3 times X gets me 3X. And then trying to get our X by itself, we're going to divide by 3. And we get the answer of 2. What does this mean? This means that X equals 2. So that means that I can buy 2 bags. Lisa can buy 2 bags. Good. And last one. If you can buy 1 tub of dried cranberries for $4, man, all these are about food. Okay. If you can buy 1 tub of dried cranberries for $4, how many can you buy with $12? So let's do this problem. 1 tub, okay, for $4 equal to, how many can you buy with $12? So we're given $12. We need to put it on the bottom, or at least I need to put it on the bottom because I already put my dollars on the bottom here. And I don't know how many tubs, so I write X tubs. Now, let's cross multiply. 1 times 12 gets me 12. 4 times X gets me 4X. And then how do I get the X by itself? We divide by 4. So I get X equals 3. What does this whole thing mean? Don't just say X equals 3. Tell me, what does it mean? What does it mean? It means that we can substitute 3 in for X. And I'm going to write the sentence, I can buy 3 tubs.